So the single whip. This is a really cool movement, and it shows up in a lot of different Tai Chi forms in different ways. Doesn't always have this. The little bird's beak is an interesting point, is a nice concept. Each one of our fingers is connected to a different essence, a different spirit of the body. If you want to go really deep, different planets and different meridian energies. And by bringing them all together, much like you would have mudras in different ways, you're bringing all those mudras together. And I like to think of this as a consciousness focusing point. So it's almost like your fingers can take your consciousness and bring them out in front of you. And it's an excellent practice to just do that and focus on the feeling between the fingertips. And if you put them together in a particular way, it'll actually look like a five-pointed star. So you hold your consciousness there and then move. It's kind of a cool little side note. Uh, as far as the movement goes, we want to sink in. My foot's not 90 degrees. It's out just a little bit, not even 45, like maybe 20 or so. You're standing, or maybe 1 o'clock might be an easier way of saying it. So we're in, we sink into this leg, and this leg gets nice and light because we're about to step. The movement itself is, we're already in motion, right? And that's why I wanted to bring up waving hands like clouds beforehand, because this direction, you want to get comfortable with this. If we're just moving one arm, it's like so. Think of it like a paintbrush. If you want your legs and your hips involved, and you do, they move with it and feel how the shoulder, the wrist, the hips, everything moves with this to get this direction. We're opening out, and you can let the other hand come around and open out. Good. That feeling is going to come with you as you get a good waving hands like clouds, especially in this yang style. Now, we'll make that a little easier when we practice it in a minute, but for now, just think, we've come from here. This left hand wants to glide over, right? And we're shifting our weight with it. This left hand glides back, or excuse me, this left hand glides over, this right hand glides back, and we sink into the right leg. This now, our left leg can do whatever we want it to do. Our mind goes into the bird's beak, and our hand is under the elbow. So let's just practice that. We're here. We turn the foot and shift our weight. And you can even make this one kind of light to position it where it needs to be. Up, switch, across, shifting your weight over, and we're aligned. Our head is right over the foot. The hand is out holding on, and we're able, and the hand is under the elbow. We're able then to step out. And by the way, your single whip might just look like this. That's okay. Steps out, focusing 45 degrees, and we shift our hips, turn the waist all at once. And notice that this arm is in line with this knee, out, not this way completely, but this way. And this arm is in line with this knee. And there we are. We'll do that again. We're here, back. Here on the left, we're solid. Change. Sink in. Make this foot about 20 degrees out. Sink. This foot is light. step. The arm from under the elbow comes across and opens. Good. I know that's a fair amount of detail. What I really want you to get on this one is just the feeling of we turn, the hand comes around, whoosh, this hand comes around, and the body comes with it. We step, and the body opens. If you can get that basic idea, you're doing well. So we're here, left hand comes around, switch, right hand comes around, sink into the right leg, step out, open. I'll do it with a slightly smaller step so you can see what that looks like. We're going to step this way, so you might just be pushing like this. That's totally fine. And we turn, opening out. Still, my weight is on the left. As I change, it shifts to the right. This foot's still nice and light. Hold, out, little step, and from this back leg, I follow the hand out, and there it is. That's perfectly fine, and I'll do it one time from the front for you guys that like it that way. We're here, we push, around, switch, back. Notice how light, step, and over. And you might want to just get into this posture and hang out here. Try to drop the shoulders, turn the waist, feel the movement that you have available and get comfortable here. So, because if you know what this feels like, you'll be able to get there. Check me in a minute for waving hands like clouds. And don't get too caught up on this one. Single whip tends to be a fairly complex move. You're doing kind of strange movements. There's little particulars. It's not necessarily the most comfortable. Don't get caught up on it. Just get that feeling of we're going one way, the other, and back. That's it. And like I say, if you can just get the feeling of it's something like this, that'll be good. Work your way through the rest of the form. By the time you hit the end, you'll have a better understanding. It'll be easier for you to come in and master this one.